We all want to have younger skin, clear arteries, and a strong immune system. And today, science tells us that there is a food capable of bringing about this change in the health of my body, and that is olive oil. This ancient liquid has been shown in recent studies to be an effective ally in strengthening our health when taken daily. So, I will explain how to choose the best olive oil, what dose will be convenient for me to take advantage of its benefits, and who should not consume it without first knowing several precautions. Today, I share with you the benefits and risks of consuming olive oil daily. Olive oil is a liquid from the fruit of the olive tree that has been used for millennia as a remedy for weight loss, improving digestion, and for antibiotic purposes since the times of ancient Egypt 7,000 years ago. And it is precisely this civilization that began to use olive oil for rejuvenating and cosmetic purposes. Although olive oil has been a popular food for many centuries, it is now that science is beginning to confirm these medicinal benefits, mainly due to oleic acid, its main compound, responsible for the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties of this liquid, but also to oleocanthal and oleocanthal, which are going to offer us help in the prevention of cancer. So these three compounds are going to consolidate olive oil as one of the most potent and effective medicinal foods that exist. So today we are going to look at the benefits of olive oil for our body, and then I will tell you which olive oil has been shown to have the properties that we are going to see, how to differentiate it, and its daily dose. The first benefit of olive oil is our body weight, and it is that this oil is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids, which are going to prevent the accumulation of visceral body fat, a type of fat that is found around our vital organs, and that not only affects our figure, but also has a direct impact on our health by increasing the risk of suffering chronic problems such as insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. And this is thanks to the fact that by incorporating olive oil into our diet, reducing this fat will allow our own body to work for us towards better management of our metabolism and also our figure. Moreover, we have enough evidence showing that this liquid, despite being caloric, thanks to the satiety it provides and the power it has in our fat metabolism, has been shown to help us lose weight if consumed daily. In a trial that lasted 3 years, it was seen that people who consumed olive oil daily, later we will see what type and its dose, decreased their body weight more than the group that did not consume it. Therefore, by helping us fight overweight at its very root, olive oil will be useful for anyone interested in reducing their abdominal circumference, while obtaining other important benefits that we will see. Secondly, we have the benefit of olive oil in cancer prevention. This liquid is known for its richness in polyphenols, natural compounds that have been shown to be effective in protecting against various types of tumors. In several observational studies, it has been shown that regular consumption of olive oil helps reduce our risk of suffering some cancers, including breast and colon cancer. This ability of olive oil to help in cancer prevention is due to these polyphenols and other antioxidants, which protect the cells of our body against oxidative damage, a key factor in the development and progression of this disease. In addition, olive oil will be a natural reinforcement of our immune system, which will undoubtedly be our most important barrier to facing the formation of these cancer cells and their spread. Now, it is essential to keep in mind that these studies were conducted mainly on laboratory cells and not on human patients. So, it will be a very good idea to use olive oil to help me prevent cancer within a healthy diet and habits, but under no circumstances should I stop a treatment prescribed by a doctor without consulting with him or her first. The third benefit of olive oil is in the appearance and health of our skin. This liquid is very rich in vitamin E, a natural antioxidant that will serve as a shield against oxidative damage, the great enemy of a youthful appearance, since if not stopped, this oxidation destroys my collagen fibers, the protein responsible for giving firmness and a uniform touch to my skin. Moreover, the vitamin E in olive oil also plays an important role in immune function, adding a second barrier to our skin, making it more resistant to external aggressions. And not only that, olive oil is an excellent source of monounsaturated fatty acids, especially oleic acid, capable of penetrating the deepest layers of our skin, hydrating it from within. But it doesn't end there. The healthy unsaturated fats in olive oil with oleic acid at the forefront will directly benefit blood circulation, allowing the skin to receive oxygen and nutrients more easily to maintain its functions and appearance. So, including olive oil in our day-to-day, later we will see in what dose, we will see improved skin health, helping to combat the signs of aging while keeping it hydrated. Fourthly, we have the benefits of olive oil on our heart, and indeed, this is not new. We know that cultures where olive oil is more present, such as the Mediterranean region from which I'm speaking, have lower mortality from cardiovascular disease. And this is thanks to olive oil helping to reduce our LDL or bad cholesterol and increase our HDL. or good cholesterol, a balance that helps us keep arteries clear and the heart performing well. In addition, the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant power of olive oil makes it difficult for cholesterol to form deposits on the walls of my arteries while preventing LDL cholesterol from oxidizing. And when LDL oxidizes, it is more prone to bind into plaques, which if they break, can cause undesirable results. Notably, a study conducted in 2021 with 939 participants with heart problems showed that a Mediterranean diet enriched with olive oil managed to reduce the progression of this plaque formation. But this is not all for our heart. Olive oil also helps to regulate our blood pressure, helping us lower especially the systolic, the high one. So, incorporating olive oil into our diet will mean improving our cardiovascular health and ultimately moving away in a comfortable and proven way from the leading cause of death in the world. In fifth place, we have the control of our blood sugar. This is because the monounsaturated fatty acids in olive oil play a vital role in regulating blood glucose levels, which will be especially useful for people with insulin resistance or at risk of developing diabetes. And not least, a review of clinical trials showed that people who consume olive oil have a 16% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And not only that, the study showed that supplementation with olive oil improved long-term blood sugar control in people who already had diabetes or prediabetes. So, we see that olive oil will not only be effective in helping us prevent type 2 diabetes, but it also improves health outcomes in people who already suffer from this condition. The sixth benefit of olive oil is its anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, a few months ago, there was a fashion of comparing this liquid with ibuprofen as a result of several studies that came out. And this is because the antioxidants present in olive oil, such as oleic acid, have been shown to not only help us reduce symptoms of inflammation in our body, but also the levels of inflammation markers in our blood, such as C-reactive protein, CRP, decrease. But it is specifically a compound in olive oil, oleocanthal, that acts as a natural anti-inflammatory that has pharmacological activities similar to ibuprofen, as seen in this famous study. Now, it is wise to be cautious with this, as while oleocanthal acts on the same therapeutic targets as this drug, its potency is much lower, so it will be a very good idea to use olive oil in our day-to-day to prevent inflammation in our body, but I should never replace a treatment prescribed by my doctor with this liquid. So, this anti-inflammatory power of olive oil will translate into better control of symptoms and ultimately my quality of life if I suffer from chronic inflammation. And not least, we have seen that people with rheumatoid arthritis or inflammatory bowel diseases have benefited from this liquid in many studies. The seventh benefit of olive oil is its antibacterial properties. This golden liquid has several compounds capable of inhibiting or even eliminating harmful bacteria to our health. Among them, Helicobacter pylori, a microorganism that lives in the stomach of half of the world's population and is responsible for poor digestion, pain, and in severe cases, stomach ulcers. And in several studies conducted in humans, it has been shown that the daily consumption of 30 grams of virgin olive oil can eradicate Helicobacter pylori infection in a percentage of between 10% and 40% of people in a period as short as 2 weeks. Something that is, of course, far from the 90% success rate of conventional antibiotic therapies, like the MOCA regimen that I have prescribed dozens of times, but it can be very interesting to use olive oil to prevent me from contracting this bacteria, or, if I already have it, without a doubt, complementing these antibiotic treatments with olive oil can improve their success rate, something that my stomach will especially appreciate if I am in an area with a high rate of antibiotic resistance. Now, how do we choose the best olive oil? Olive oil is classified into 3 main categories ranging from least to most processed: extra virgin olive oil, and refined or common olive oil. Among these, extra virgin olive oil is the highest quality option, as it is obtained through a careful process of cold pressing to maintain its flavor and aroma, along with minimal acidity. This type of oil, being purer, is richer in antioxidants and polyphenols, making it the most beneficial, and it is the one that has all the properties we have seen. On the other hand, virgin olive oil, although similar to extra virgin, is more processed and will have a higher level of acidity and a lower profile of properties. And common olive oil, also known as refined, is achieved with chemical refining processes, which cause it to lose nutrients, flavor, and properties, and therefore it will be the least beneficial. Now, olive oil has some contraindications. Of course, it is not recommended for people with an allergy to olives, and on the other hand, those people who intend to lose weight from 2 tablespoons of olive oil, we do not know its impact in terms of satiety and weight control, so it is possible that the 100 calories in each tablespoon end up being too much. So the recommended dose is going to be 1 or 2 tablespoons a day, whether distributed in meals or as more comfortable for us. regardless of the time of day, without the need to take it on an empty stomach or before going to bed, since none of this has evidence. The only important thing, in the end, is going to be to consume it. And thank you very much for staying with me until here. What do you think about the benefits of olive oil? Do you usually consume it? I read you here below in the comments, and if it has been useful, I'm only going to ask you to share this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, with the people you think it can help. And remember that you can subscribe and ring the bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. I leave you here a similar one that you will surely find interesting. Take great care.